A new facility in The Hague, known as the International Centre for the Prosecution of the Crime of Aggression against Ukraine, will gather evidence on the Russian leadership's decision to invade the country. Ukrainian Prosecutor General Andriy Kostin said its creation was a vital step toward justice.
Today we gather here on occasion of a truly historic moment. I would say an epoch-defining moment when the civilized world not only voices but also shows by concrete actions that accountability is what matters the most.
Prosecutors from Ukraine, the European Union and the United States will build the criminal case against Russia. The centre will work alongside the International Criminal Court, which is already investigating war crimes and crimes against humanity, but not the crime of aggression.
That issue, aggression, the decision to wage an illegal war, is outside the jurisdiction of the International Criminal Court.
The crime of aggression is traced back to the Nuremberg trials at the end of World War II and the prosecution of Nazi leaders. It was then called crimes against peace. No court currently exists with the jurisdiction to hear such a case. But it's vital that those who launched the invasion of Ukraine, including Russian President Vladimir Putin, are prosecuted for the crime of aggression, says Sands.
Why? Because it's the only crime that's a leadership crime. It's the only one where you go straight to the top table. And secondly, because it's the crime which, if you like, begets all the others. If there hadn't been a war, we wouldn't be talking about war crimes and crimes against humanity.
Russia's allies would likely object to setting up a global tribunal like the Nuremberg trials.
It's far from sure if and when a tribunal will be created. But the bottom line is, at the end of the day, it could be a European tribunal, a regional tribunal, rather than a global tribunal. And that might be the way to get out of this political issue.
Ukraine says it has documented more than 400,000 crimes related to Russia's invasion. The targeted killing of civilians, such as last week's missile attack on a restaurant in Kramatorsk, sexual violence, torture, and the forcible displacement of civilians, including children. Kyiv hopes to pin the blame for launching the war on Russia's leaders. Moscow denies committing war crimes, crimes against humanity and the crime of aggression. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.